Uh-oh. My photos? No. We'll just stick with Facebook. Hey, fancy. I can't wait. I can't wait to get my podcast back in effect. Look at you. You teaching me new fancy
heard
stuff.
That's our guest, Wisdom Soul. She is excited because she's going to do her podcast. Good evening, Resilience family. I love it. I love it. I loved it. So we've been having a lot of little technicalities, difficulties tonight. I don't know what it is, but we are here, and I am so blessed to be here.
We are back.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful guest tonight. Finally got on here.
Finally here. We finally did it.
Yeah.
We're finally here together.
Man, that part, man. And that's what we're talking about today, y'all. The ups and downs, the ups and downs, stuff that life throws at us. But we take a turn and we're back, Yeah. That's what resilience is. You bounce back. So welcome, Wisdom Soul, guys.
Thank you.
She is just adorable.
That's cute. I haven't been adorable for a while. I like that. Thank you.
I believe so. I don't care how old we get. Look. Hey.
That's right. We're still adorable. I appreciate that. I am well. Thank you for asking. Definitely much better than I was. And moving and grooving again.
Yay! I know. Lifing, like seriously, life really has been lifing, like for real.
Life be lifing, y'all.
That part.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get.
It is okay. Long as I can hear you, that's all. That is all.
That's right.
Long as we can hear you, we good. Look. So why are you doing that though? Tell us a little bit about you.
Oh, sorry,
know who you are.
Okay, so hey everyone. Hi to all of my friends and family that are actually joining today, all my supporters and loved ones. Thank you so much. This is your girl, Wisdom Soul. And to all of the people who are new, who don't know who I am, I'd like to introduce myself. I am a product of my ancestors. I am a poet, speaker, wellness practitioner, holistic wellness practitioner with 7 specialties, which a lot of people do not know. I'm a certified life coach, certified yoga and teacher, which I haven't taught for a while, like everything else, hypnotherapy specialist, and several massage modalities, also certified holistic nutrition 1, which I always forget about until somebody reminds me. And I'm like, oh yes, that too. So I am a constant learner of life. And I am here to walk the path of helping to heal myself and heal others as well. So my motto slogan is to heal the world, one soul, one mind, one mic at a time.
That is awesome.
I also chef, yo.
What?
Just for friends and families. That's why I laugh about it. But yes, I do. I love to cook.
Wow, I got to get bit with that bug. Like
I am as passionate about cooking as I am about poetry. Poetry has just been a gift for me, a gift of healing for me. And I believe the creator, whoever spirit is to you, has put something inside of me. Like I say, like Moses, God has given me a tablet and a pen and works through me, flows through me so that I can help to uplift. So as far as the healing comes, that comes in through my words, in the spoken word or creative arts, and also the healing arts as well. I have the gift of healing in my hands, so which I'm a Reiki master.
Wow.
Supposed to be teacher, haven't taught yet, so it's coming. It's coming. I have students waiting.
Wow. I see. So like your whole life, you like taking this shift,
Right. It's, there's your path that's created for you, I believe. And a lot of times what we do is we try to stray off the path, you
Mm,
know? So, like, for example, however many of you may be hikers out there or have ever hiked, and there's a path, right? And
mhm.
then we get curious. We're like, well, what's over here? And we start wandering off the path. And every time you wander off the path, you may get lost. You may get bit by a snake. Which
Right.
is, these are just things to say, nobody told you to get off that path, but the only way we're going to learn is to explore.
Wow.
So, trying
Right.
to steer my way back on my path.
Wow, that's crazy because that's where I'm at too. That is something, man. I really just been sitting in some deep thought.
Yes.
I spent some time away this summer. Wasn't home. Um, just trying to figure my world out because a lot has been happening over the past few years.
Right.
And I didn't feel centered or balanced. I just felt like I was
Yes.
just scattered. A little bit of me here, there, over there, and like,
Yes.
can I bring it all back together, please?
And
Like,
that's understandable, because I believe that actually is what's going on in the world with everyone. And that, a lot of us are in exactly what you're saying. With same thing is like, I feel all over the place. And I believe that all actually even came with, 2020 and COVID.
mm,
We're just trying to refine ourselves and
yeah,
recenter ourselves. And some of us really didn't even ever know what that was. And now we are reconnecting to the self that we were before we actually were, if that
right,
makes sense to you.
yeah,
When seed was planted, when you were put here on this earth, you have a purpose. And so just trying to reconnect to that, which is really great, which is some of these events that I'm going to speak on today that will allow you to reconnect to self, because it's hard to try to do that on your own,
yeah,
and I've done it, I've educated behind it. And then I've on several times had teams of people, extended family, I would like to say, around me, whether it's family forever or whether it's just a reason or a season or a lifetime, but around me to help guide me back. I always say God
right.
always sends you angels. It's always somebody to help guide you back and help you reconnect. So you don't have to do it on your own, sister.
Wow, wow.
You
No,
don't have to do it on your own. We're going to talk about these tickets and as well, that you can, there's options. We're here to help you reconnect, and we reconnect together.
yes, wow. That's amazing. That is just. I don't know, I got a little goosebumps right now because it's amazing we're
Good.
talking about this at this time because it's really what's happening. Like, it's really what's happening, in
Yes.
my world,
Yes.
um, me really trying to close out the noise, of what,
Yes.
the world telling me I should be or what I'm supposed to be doing right now, or why I don't have this long, steady career of blah, blah, blah.
Oh Lord, you too,
Um,
huh? But the funny thing is that comes from those who are closest to you, because they can't figure. Look, I'm an artist. I am a free spirit. I
yeah,
am a child, a wanderer. I'm a Gemini. So all those things that I named that I do, and I'm probably left out some things. Sometimes people be like, "Wow, that's a lot." That might be a lot for you. That's not a
right,
lot for me. I have the
right.
capacity. It is, being truthful and honest, it is hard to stay focused on one thing and
Mm,
complete one thing. And that's always been my problem, is like, because I have so
yeah,
many things and so much is pouring in and pouring out. And I've got so many projects. I got products I'm making. I got t-shirts coming up. I've got books coming out. I mean, it's just,
yes.
it is to sit still. And that's really what I have to perfect in myself. Learning to sit still. I teach people to be still and yet to learn
Wow.
to sit still. I love when I'm one-on-one with my clients, because when they're in their stillness, I get the same. It's therapy for me as
Mm,
well.
it's
So
good.
it's like, whoa, a reminder. Every time I'm telling someone else, it's like spirit is speaking through me to
Mhm,
me to
mhm.
remind me, hey, let's stay still, let's sit still, let's sit in silence, and let's just listen,
Yeah.
because you hear the most sitting in silence.
Mhm, mhm. Yes. Oh my goodness, you nailed it. I can't say it anymore. You just nailed it. I'm just like, whoa, let me breathe. You know,
Right. And
seriously.
reminder to breathe. Just breathe. It's that easy. We make it harder. It's that easy, but we have to be, our human is just, we have to be reminded to just breathe, especially
Right.
if things are like I said, all over, we're all over. If you're feeling all over, that's the time that it's like, oh, I just need to reconnect. I need
Yes.
to put my feet in some soil. I need to
Mhm.
do, the saying tree huggers, I'm a poet.
Mhm.
So, same as a hippie, I'm a hippie to tree huggers, but there's grounding in that. It makes sense. And it sounds
Mhm.
corny. It feels corny, but the first time you do it, you get it. You
Yeah.
understand. And what a tree breathes is oxygen. Trees,
Yes.
the leaves gives us oxygen. And we just need that oxygen, a
Mhm.
moment to quiet
Mhm.
the noise, everything going on in the world, and everything since COVID, everything is going on.
Yeah.
Prices are hiking. There's more people coming in, like as far as Phoenix, the heat, the
Yeah.
ozone layer is gone. It got hotter earlier, and it's hotter than it's ever been,
Right.
before.
Right.
119, 120. It's almost like that's a norm now. And it's
Mhm.
because all these things. And
Yeah.
if we just sit still for a moment, maybe we could slow it down. Maybe if
That's
we all
good.
just sit still, we could slow it down. I need to
That's
slow
good.
down. There's a lot going on. I got Gemini in here, so I'm like, let me
Look,
sit down.
look, and I'm a wanderer. So look. I'm ready to go do this, go do that, and at the spur of the moment, I don't want to plan nothing. I just want to go, just do, boom,
Man,
boom.
that's the same. I don't like planning. I don't like sometimes uh people ask, well, what time? Well, what time I get there? What time are you going to be there? Well, the time I arrive.
Right.
My kids are all grown now. I don't have, any little kids. I've been an empty nester for a long time, although I do miss them. I
Mhm.
miss them, but the freedom of just doing, going, and being whatever I want to. And like I said, I just had one of my children say, Mom, we need to talk about your stability. I'm fine. I am at peace. I'm cool with this. So,
Yeah.
I'm okay. Don't worry about me. You're not gonna have to take care of me. I will be a bum on the beach if I have to. I love it.
Look,
Let me be a beach bum. Leave me
that part,
alone.
that part. Pull me up a trailer. I'm good. Look. Ditto. That is true. Empty nester is funny. I've been one a year and 5 months now.
Oh,
Um,
how do you feel about that?
I got lost. I was lost in the beginning. I really
Yes.
was. I was just
And that's
like,
common. That's
man.
common because you've had children for what, more than 18 or so years,
Mhm, mhm.
and then all of a sudden, and if you're single and all of a sudden you're by yourself, you don't know what to do with yourself. Like,
Yeah,
wait a minute, I don't have anybody to cook for, clean for,
that part.
all that. And it's like all the time that the kids were little, man, I just wish I had some time to myself. What does every mother say? If I could just have some time to myself. And then
Right.
you get that, and then you're like, what do I do with it? I don't even know.
Exactly.
See the world. See the world. Go do what you always wanted to do. If you don't know
Yeah.
what to do, find something. I always tell people, hey, like, I drive Uber part-time,
Mhm.
mainly because there's so much in it, more
Yeah.
than just driving Uber. People be like,
Mhm.
driving Uber, let me tell you, don't sleep because it's good money.
Exactly.
And secondly, it's bigger than that for me. It helps me in my purpose because I meet great
Mm.
people from all around the world. And
Yes.
people always ask me, what's your scariest time? I don't have none. I don't operate in that energy. It's all in
Mhm.
what you manifest for yourself. I
Exactly.
pick a certain time to drive. I am at the level now. I've worked very hard to get to the level where I could choose what kind of quality of riders I get. I only take
Mhm.
high level passengers. And then, certain times of the day, it doesn't take up my day. This allows me the freedom to work on my business. So
Right.
with that, in speaking to people from all around the world, I just went off on tangents trying to figure out where
It's
I'm going with
okay.
that. Um, all around the world, I get to learn different places of where to be, what to go. And the same
Mhm.
thing, allowing you the freedom and the flexibility and the time to sit and figure it out. If that
Yes.
just made sense.
No, it does make sense. It makes total sense. It makes total sense because I used to drive for Uber until, my car died on me. I'm figuring out this world. Yeah, I'm figuring out this world of being carless. And now knowing I'm about to come back to that heat in Arizona, Lord help me. But
I know.
Well,
they lease cars too. There's plenty of platforms that lease cars that you could still do that. And like I said, it's bigger for me than just driving because I am a certified life coach. And I believe that Spirit has put me in a place to be able to give and receive.
Yes.
Exactly. I receive a lot of information. I mean, man, I get hip to some great tips and tricks and traveling.
Yeah.
And so, I appreciate that. And
it's time to write a tip book. Look.
Yeah. Fulfilling. And it fulfills me. I come home and I tell my mom, I take care of my mom and tell my mom about an adventure or a conversation I had. And she gets amazed. She's like, this is I say, it's bigger than just driving Uber. It used to be like, you drive Uber? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Guess what? It supplements my businesses. I have freedom. I don't answer to anybody. I do what I want. I work when I want. I leave when I want.
Exactly. No, exactly. No, this is.
I know Uber should be paying me for this ad right now.
I know, right? Uber, we need an affiliate. Give her an affiliate code. Look.
Right. I appreciate it. And the thing is, I'm reading and I'm researching and I'm doing and learning all these things about passive income. So we're going to come back to, because I know you guys want to know, what's going on with me as an entrepreneurial, because I do so much. This is a platform that allows me the freedom. So what I recommend to everybody is find what you're at peace with. Find something that fulfills you, that you can earn some extra money or career money, whatever it is, so that you can get to what you're going to. Okay, so I was bringing up Uber one because I tell passengers, women, we were talking about empty nesting and not knowing what to do. Now, this can be for men too. If you're in a space of not knowing what to do, you could go on to meetup.com, which is not a dating site, guys. I'm not advertising dating site. Meetup.com. And what it does allow, when you go in there to figure out, well, where do I want to meet people? What do I want to get into? It gives you all these ideas of different things you can do.
Yes.
Pottery and painting, or pottery and sipping coffee, and sip and paint, and hiking or traveling, women traveling solo. Just so many things that you can't even, like, wow, I didn't even know that existed. I would like to try that. It gives you ideas. So if you don't know what to do after the kids are gone, after the spouse leaves, or whatever, the world is going on, or you feel alone and you want to meet new people. And that's another thing. People don't know how to meet people anymore with social media. I call social media antisocial because we get so used to being behind here and watching the world rather than being in the world and trying to find ourselves, basically. How can you find yourself if you're at home behind the computer all the time? You got to get out. You got to breathe. We need some air and sun and nature, and, do something that you've never done before. Do something that scares the hell out of you.
That part. That is good. Look, we go start writing letters to these companies so we can get you some affiliate codes going on.
Yes. Indeed. In the works too. So much has happened to me in the last, let's just even say, in this year.
Wow. Wow. And we're halfway through this year.
In this year, the first half of this year has been probably one of the most growing, living life and death.
Wow. Yeah.
Coming close and experiencing and understanding what it is to live.
Yes.
So, for those of you who are logging on now, this is a very emotional discussion for me. Just 3 months ago, I was checking out.
Wow.
not on purpose. And I would like to say not in my awareness, but my spirit was very aware.
Mm.
I knew I was sick. And I hate to say that word. I don't like to claim. I'm really careful about energy that we use. So my body was sick, and I didn't realize my body was sick. And when I started saying, okay, something is wrong. So I just want to say to everybody, start paying attention to the little things we ignore. So with my whole list of accolades and everything I do, I was a former nutrition fitness coach. I was in the best shape of my life at 50 years old. I have family members who have diabetes. I have family members who have cancer. My grandfather and my grandmother both passed of cancer.
Wow.
My grandmother passed at 57 years old. I just turned 58.
Wow.
So I said, not me. I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm going to take care of myself. And I had a scare where I was gaining a lot of weight. And the doctor said, it's going to begin, you need to get healthy. You're obese. I was like, what? I grew up petite and small all my life. I was an athlete growing up. A lot of things a lot of people don't know about me. I was an athlete. I played basketball. I ran track. And then I was a professional dancer. I danced back up, went on tour overseas.
Nice.
And this is way before Wisdom Soul. I had several lives. I'm like a cat, several lives. So it was to my surprise that I was tired.
Yeah.
I was taking naps. Y'all, I don't take naps. I was taking naps a day.
Man.
My feet were swelling and like beyond swelling, like crazy swelling, like almost where I couldn't walk type of swelling. And so those of you who know me and you see that I've gained weight, that, that's what it was. My body was sick. And I thought the swelling, because of my age, I thought I was just a woman going through the change.
Yeah.
I thought I was experiencing menopause, which that too, everything, everything. But I will say that,
came early.
And we'll talk about that. Keep following me because that's going to be coming up too. I'm going to be, because those are things we don't talk about. Maybe our mothers didn't talk about with us. Maybe our mothers didn't know. My mother didn't experience menopause, so she didn't know and doesn't know how to share information. So we'll be touching on that. But anyhow, so I just kept saying, well, I'm getting older. Wow, this is what getting older is like. But the main thing, and I'm going to speak to my people who are in shape and healthy, and we have something coming up. We have the WNBA All-Star Weekend coming up with Bridget Poetess Foundation, basketball players, just athletes in general. Yeah. Because I was a former athlete, because I was a nutrition fitness coach, my ego was saying, okay, I'm gaining a little weight, a little more than I should be, but I know what to do. I know what to do. I could get it back. And I know. And those are the two worst words in the English dictionary. I know.
Wow.
Because we all know so much that we actually can be dumb in our smart self. If that makes sense. We're so smart, we're stupid. You know that saying, like. So I'm kept saying, okay, well, I'm gaining weight. Yes, I'm gaining weight, but you know what? I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back. I was saying I can get it back, and I know what to do for 3.5 years.
Wow.
Until I went to the doctor and said, okay, let me see what's going on. Because some things were happening that were out of control that I was like, okay, this is crazy. And it's time for a checkup. And I said, I want all my blood work. When you go in and ask for a checkup and they give you just the checkup, no, get your blood work and get all of your blood work.
Yes.
Not just parts of it where they try to make you keep coming back, racking up your dollars, racking up your insurance dollars. And if you don't, coming out your pocket dollars. No, get all of your blood work at one time. So that's what I did. I got a full blood work, and then I was diagnosed diabetic.
Wow.
But I knew, because of what I know, I said, I feel like my symptoms are speaking to me, and my spirit was saying, check for diabetes. And I was diabetic, and they said my levels were very high. I didn't know what that means. I'm a wellness practitioner, but I'm not a medical practitioner.
Right.
I am more mind, body, spirit. I'm not, medically savvy, and now I'm learning. And so I'm going to be teaching to that. But check your numbers. And when they told me my numbers, I didn't know what that meant. They put me on metformin, and I was like, okay, I'm going to take this little pill here. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to exercise, and I'm going to be all right. And I'm going to beat it. And I'm still saying I'm going to beat it, because that is without a doubt. You have to believe, you have to speak it with your mouth, speak to your body, and then do the work.
Exactly.
Don't talk about it, be about it. Me getting it back, I kept saying, I'm going to get it back. I was talking about it. Wasn't being about it. Be about it, So I took my pills, but my spirit knew it was tired. I missed a flight somewhere I was supposed to be. I missed a flight, never missed a flight in my life. I was tired.
Wow.
I mean, literally tired. I was dragging. I'm hauling in my backpack, and I'm out of breath. I'm so dehydrated. I felt like there was sand in my mouth.
Wow.
And I just kept saying, I knew I wasn't drinking enough water. I knew that. So I'm like, I just need this water. I need to drink more. I need to up my water intake. Don't keep telling yourself these things. Go get it checked out. I was so dehydrated for probably a good month. I knew I was diabetic. I'm like, okay, well, this is the diabetes, They diagnosed me. And then it was a month later. A month later, I was out of state. I was visiting my daughter, who was about to have a baby. And my spirit kept saying, I just need to get there to see my granddaughter. I told one person in my life that if I die today, I'm at peace with who I am. To one of my closest friends. And that's the only person I told, because I knew that I was knocking on death's door.
Yeah.
I kept saying, but my grandbaby, I just need to get there. And she, I believe with everything, saved my life, because she arrived early.
Wow.
She arrived a month early, and she came in on the solar eclipse.
Wow.
And so I drove 10 hours like a bat out of hell, sick and everything. Didn't realize how sick I was, but I was going. I just kept saying, I see this grandbaby. She needs me. She needs to see me, and I need to see her. And got there at midnight. She was born at 4:41 on April the 8th, the solar eclipse. And she said, I'm coming. And the way this baby was looking at me, the way she was looking in my eyes, right? It's like she knew. She was looking at me. She's just born. Baby's looking at me, and I said to her, you know. And to this day, she's got these big blue hazel eyes, big, so pretty. And has blue eyes, so blue green eyes. But she's got big blue eyes. And so anyway, she knew those eyes. Anyway, she was born. 2 days later, I ended up in the same hospital, the same door we brought her mom out of the emergency room exit. I was going in, and I made it just in time. And so I'm going to tell you about your levels. Average person's blood sugar level should be between 0 and 110. Okay. A person with diabetes, blood sugar levels would be about between 120 and 140. My levels were 578 when I was admitted.
Oh, wow. Yes.
My A1C, your A1C should be about 5.6, no more than 6. I was at 11.9.
Wow.
I remember getting into the wheelchair to go into the hospital. I don't remember anything else for 2 days.
Wow.
I was plugged in. I was taken into the cardiac unit right next to intensive care. And that hospital, St. Mary's in Grand Junction, Colorado, saved my life.
Wow. Wow.
And I was there alone because my daughter just had the baby. So she was a preemie, so she couldn't come to the hospital. So I have nobody to come see me. And I have nobody to pray over me. I had to pray over myself. So I'm telling you this story to tell you, pay attention to the signs, and don't just say no. We say, I know. I know a lot of things, but I know nothing at all. If that makes sense. So That's what I've been doing, you guys. I've been healing
That's good.
mind, body, and spirit. I am healing. My blood level sugars are great. I have them in control. I'm beating it. I'm
Wow.
going to. I would normally be taking 6 insulin shots a day. I most of the time only take the 2, the morning and night, instead of the 4 in between. So I'm happy to announce that.
That is
And
awesome.
once I get my workout regimen back down, that's going to be huge. That's going to be a huge factor. So my mother beat diabetes, and she's nowhere near the physical person that I am. And she said,
Wow.
I know you're going to do this. I know I'm going to, and I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it for all of you. I'm doing it for everybody who needs to see and hear it and believe it. And if you need someone to talk to, if you have diabetes, you've been fighting diabetes for years, hit me up. My IG is at the One Wisdom Soul. I'm on all social platforms. I'm not hard to find, but we're going to beat this.
Most
We have
definitely.
so much to live for.
Most definitely. And let me suggest this vitamin, DHEA. It helps
Yes, I
regulate
have
your
that.
sugar metabolism. That's
Yes,
what I use to get me back, because I was, they borderline diabetic, and I always thought the
yes,
same. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do because I knew my mother and my father were both diabetic. So I'm
yes.
like, I don't need this. And when they told
That's
me
right.
that, yeah, I had to up my cardio. I need to get back
Yes.
to it because I slacked a little. I have.
And it's
So,
hard out here because it's hot as hell.
look, stay
It's like,
motivated.
who's going out there? It's hard to get to the gym. It's like, well, you don't have to spend money to go to the gym, go outside. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not even going to tell y'all go outside, but you know what? Do it in your house. Do a 10
Yes.
jumping jacks, and you
Yes.
don't have to jump. You could
Mm-hmm.
just step out, step up, but get your body moving, but do
Yes.
something. Get in the
Yes.
pool early in the morning. I put my mom in an aquatics class, like do
I know that's
something to
right.
get your body moving. But because it's
Yes.
hot, Arizona is hot as hell.
And it's crazy though. It's warm everywhere. It's like
It is.
this
It
weather
is.
is just bipolar everywhere. Like seriously, it's been
It
some
really is. And
abnormal
earlier
level.
than, like we said, earlier than usual. So,
Yes.
so that's actually what I'm doing now. I want to shout out to my friend Bridget Pettis, been my friend of 30 years, who has a farm in South Phoenix, when
Awesome.
she left the WNBA, she bought a farm to feed the community, to heal the community, to teach people how to grow their own food. So Bridget helped me to obtain a garden row down on her farm. I am
Nice.
growing my own food because I'm
Oh,
going to grow the foods to heal myself. And then I'm
yes.
going to be teaching others how to, which I'm already ready to start teaching y'all. Hit me up, ready to start teaching you how to take the first step.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need a hand, somebody to hold our hand to take the first step,
That's good.
and heal yourself. And the first step is in your mind. Make up your mind
Yes.
and believe.
Yes.
Ground yourself in faith, whatever it is you believe in inside of you. Spirit is inside of you. Spirit, universe, God, Allah, Elohim, whatever you call the almighty power. I believe in God. I believe in our almighty creator. I believe that the universe is the same thing. So whatever mood I'm in, whichever Gemini is speaking, it's still the one same supreme being. That believing and having a foundation first and foremost is what pulled me through, and what is
Yes.
going to help you. And then start believing in yourself, which is God itself as well.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
definitely do the things, even if you aren't already sick. Preventative care, which is what I did for 7 years. Best shape of my life. You can see it on my Facebook, on my Instagram. You can go down and look at the pictures. I lost 50 pounds previously, 27% body fat. I did it before. I'll do it again. So that's all it is. And I started by talking to my body and saying,
Yes. That's good.
okay, grabbing the parts that I didn't feel were as desirable, laying my hands on those areas, saying, okay, it's time for us to get it together. And that's how I started my journey. And
Yeah.
so sometimes we have to go through these experiences to remind us. So I'm not mad about the fact that my quick bout with death, that it was a reminder and a wake-up call as to,
Yes.
you have purpose. You have, I would look, you guys, I got it by sheer negligence. I'm telling you, negligence and arrogance.
Wow.
And a lot of us suffer of that. And to acknowledge that, to be aware of that, to accept it, and then to tackle it and say, okay, negligence and arrogance had got me sick and almost killed me.
Wow.
So getting back in touch, talking to your body, sitting still. Dawn and I were saying, sitting still and listening, quieting the noise and listening to spirit and listening to your body, feeling your body, scanning your body, and taking care of. This is a temple. That's what we talk about, temple talk. But you take care of your temple.
Wow. This is like medicine for my soul, girl.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I am just trying to tell you this time in my life, because you speaking about that tiredness, like I just been tired. Talking about naps. I've been napping like 2-3 times a day. I'm like, is something wrong with you, girl?
See,
like,
now let me tell you, that was my sign. That was I wasn't even paying attention to the other things that should have been paying attention to, the swelling of the feet that were so bad, the rapid weight gain, So like I said, I lost 50 pounds, y'all. The 50 pounds found me and brought family, but I was like, okay, I'm just an older woman. No, take care of your temple. Cause I was naturally a petite child. Yeah. You could look at my fingers and the wrist. If you look at your wrist, it'll give you an indication of your body frame. Everything else could be puffy and blown up, but if you look at your wrist, you'll have an indication of what your body frame is like. Wow. And so I was petite all my life. People think, she's so tiny. That was me. And then diabetes. And I'm going to break down in my talks that are coming up, Temple Talk. I'm going to break down diabetes and what diabetes is, what it means spiritually. Wow. What that is, it's when I break it down, you all are going to be like, whoa. And I was like, that makes absolute sense. Wow. That is, so where I lost where I gained the 50 pounds, what was going on in my life, where I lost it, and then where it arrived again, where this extra weight, 50 plus, came back, what was going on in my life, very similar to a rewind of what I went through before. Mm-hmm. So paying attention to the cycles in our life and what we're doing and what we're going through and where our thought is, where are we at? We're all over the place, right? Wow. Disconnected. So reconnecting. So like I said, Bridget gave me a plot down there. I'm growing my own food.
That's amazing.
I'm learning stuff to heal my body. Going to be learning the herbs, growing the herbs, and then again being able to teach to that. So that's that part of my life. And now we can move on to the positive.
Wow. That's just amazing. I've been telling everyone we got to learn how to cultivate the soil. We need to start growing.
It's so much. There was so much said in that. Cultivating the soil. We come from the soil.
Yes.
We come from Mother Earth. Yes. And we return to Mother Earth. So where is our medicine? In the earth, right? It's in the soil. And I learned that from my friend Bridget, which took me back to my childhood in my grandmother's garden.
Wow.
I grew up eating what we consider organic and pay good money for. My grandparents and other friends or family had cattle. We ate fresh beef. Grandma had chickens. I went and got the eggs. I don't know if she had that little pet chicken on the table. I don't want to know, but I'm pretty sure she did. But in my smallest self, in my teeniest self, was my strongest self because of what I was eating.
Yeah.
And I kept saying to Bridget before I was sick, sis, I need to eat what you're eating. I need to know I need to eat what you're eating. I kept saying it. So this is where I'm at now. And it's like I said, my blood sugar levels are in line. It's been great. Do I still take insulin? Yes, I do still take a morning and a night shot. I haven't had to take the other 4. And let me tell you, I was scared of needles all my life. And when I seen somebody else do that, give themselves a shot in their stomach, I was like, what are they doing? I was in the 2nd grade. And then I said, I hope I never have to go through that in my life. Well, yeah, I have to poke my own finger. I have to give myself my own shots. And that's called overcoming fears. You got to overcome a fear to save your own life. How there's so much that I still need to do. I got a brand new grandbaby. I got granddaughters. I need to show them. I got surrogate grandbabies and granddaughters. I got surrogate children. I call my moon babies. So I can't go nowhere.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Take care of you, y'all.
Oh,
Take care of
you
you.
got things to do, even when you
That
think
part.
you don't. We need you.
Yes. So tell the people where they could find you, like what's coming up next. I know you said you have
Yes, we've
some
got a
sets
lot.
you're doing, right?
Yes. Okay. So with that being said, that was the rise was being in the best shape of my life, coming through life, the rise, and then the fall was my bout with, my peak at death, and now on the rise again. I'm living. I'm happy to be here. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. And so now I'm returning to the stage. I haven't been in the stage for a long time. Thank you. Every time I leave, I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. I called my band. I said, well, guys, I'm a poet that performs with a band. Everybody, if you didn't know, I do have a band that I perform with a DJ. And I created something called The Vibe, because that's what it is. It's all about the vibe. VYBE, voice your beautiful expression. And I'm all about originality and organic. So my band plays, there's no rehearsal, they just groove. I vibe with them. God has given me a gift of flowing with the rhythm and being able to speak with them. So I do poetry with it, or I just move the crowd. I just speak to the people. And then the band will play, and you can come and get on my open mic and express and share your words to all backed by a live band. So it's an open mic called The Vibe. The Vibe is live. I always ask the audience, how is the vibe? And they say the vibe is live, because that's what it is. It's a feeling. It's a spiritual feeling.
Yeah.
And most people that have been there said, like, wow, this is my church. This is it, because it moves us. Music and the rhythms and the melodies and the words that come or that are instilled in you. It's just the connection. So the Vibe does re-enter back into the world. And before I tell you when, my band was like, I thought she was done. I thought she would quit. But poets do that. We check out all the time. We're like, I'm done. I'm not ever doing this again. And it just seems to be that through my reputation, they keep coming to get me. People keep coming to get me, like, we need you back here. We need you. And I'm like, thank you. I feel grateful. So shout out to Lush Cafe and Lounge, a new venue in Tempe, Arizona. Very upscale, very nice, very posh. Shout out to Jason and Rosa, who are the owners of Lush Cafe and Lounge. Jason called me and said, sis, we need you. And I kept saying, I don't know. We went through months of talking about it, me dodging and just back and forth, till finally they talked me into it. So we will be our grand night next Sunday, July 14th, 6 to 9 p.m. So July 14th, 6 to 9 p.m. and every second and fourth Sunday thereafter, until I decide to check out again.
Oh. So you say July 14th,
that is Sunday, July 14th, a week and exactly from today and time, week and time from right now. So come through. It's an open mic. The open mic usually fills up fast. It's for poets, lyricists, vocalists, MCs, musicians. We're not leaving you out. We definitely want you to come vibe with the band as well. And just, let's vibe and let's create an atmosphere and create together and build positivity. So there's that. Okay. That's Sunday. Now going into the week, as I had told you, my good friend, Bridget Pettis, former WNBA, all-star legend, icon, and, Ring of Honor recipient. It is WNBA All-Star Weekend that week. That following weekend in Phoenix, we will begin events on Wednesday, the 17th, a Sedona excursion, the Bridget Pettis experience. Come with us. It's going to be a healing movement. It is a healing. It is relaxing. It is an experience, right? So we're going to be doing that from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And definitely you can get your tickets. Get your tickets now at thebridgetpettisfoundation.org. And so get on the bus, get on however we're transporting, buses, vans, however. And we're going to Sedona for that entire day. There's going to be Bridget, there's going to be sound healing. Thank you, Marlena. I see you. She said, glad I tuned in today. Marlena Patrice Puhamer, that's my friend, my sister, poetry sister. She just came out with her book, her first book. She just logged on. So, and she's got a lot of things going on in her life. So, Dawn, you may want to reach out to her too.
Most definitely.
Really powerful person, powerful voice. But so then, Bridget, on Wednesday, 9 to 9. Again, you definitely want to get your tickets now. I know seats are filling up fast. And we got sound healing. I think I said that, some hiking, some water, some cooling off. If you're in Arizona during that time, it's going to be fabulous. Thursday, the 18th, we'll then move into a women's social socialization, 6 to 10 p.m., I believe. Again, log on to the BridgetPettisFoundation.org. All of these things and events are listed. I don't always remember the name of each night that we're doing because we got a lot going on. But Thursday night, women's empowerment. Friday night, July 19th, is the big black carpet VIP. Put your face in the place, get your tickets. Don't miss out, because it's definitely going to be wonderful. We're blowing off the roof. The roof is on fire. Off the rooftop is what it's called, on the rooftop at the Cambria Hotel. It's a full moon weekend, so I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be warm, but there's misters and big fans, and it's gonna be beautiful because that moon, I've been up there and seen the full moon before. It is big, and it's almost like you could touch it. It's gonna be an amazing experience. Dress your best, absolutely. And if I didn't mention, Lush Cafe is dress your best as well. And then Saturday, we're going to chill. We're going to watch the game, the All-Star game, somewhere to be announced, to be determined. So just, you got to log on to the site. And then Sunday, a taste of garden. That will be at Bridget's garden, the farm that she bought, the tour of the farm. You get to see my garden. My watermelons are amazing. I tasted them. The cantaloupe are amazing. Also, my cucumbers, very excited. Shout out to Farmer Larry. And we feed the soil, and gosh, I can't remember the other. Lorena. I just got to make sure to name everybody because they've been amazing. Shout out to Carney, Stacy, just really helping me learn and grow, and Bridget especially for being so instrumental in my healing journey. So I think I got everything, y'all. I think I got everything in 47 minutes. I told the whole real life story. There is a book coming. The book is done. I have to format it. It's so much. I think I have 2 books already done.
Wow. So, Now, I have a book club. I'm trying to get it all together and rear up. It's a virtual book club called the Resilience Book Club. Most of it's about self-development. I like to feed our mind, our soul,
And that's my first book. The first book, Born at 50. And so
I am so excited about that. Yes.
Thank you.
We go connect.
I'm excited. We got a lot in.
We are going to connect.
Did you have any specific questions, Dawn?
I do not. You have shared. This is awesome. This has been medicine for me. Like I told you, like I just can't believe such a time as this. That's all I could say. I needed this. Seriously, it's like you gave me a jolt. Okay, Dawn, let's get it. Yes,
and I want to shout out to all of my young warriors and young queens and kings that are in the healing process right now. You know who you are. I won't put your name out there. I know it's hard, and I know you're struggling, but I'm proud of your faith. I'm proud of everything you're going through. My family and my extended family, I'm proud of your resilience. I'm proud of your, just standing head up, face to the wind and face to the sun, and just keep going, keep shining.
Yes.
You know who you are, you know where you come from. And if you don't, you need to be reminded, reach out to me, please reconnect, because it's definitely about reconnecting to self and tapping into your higher self and just becoming, the greatness that you are.
Yes. Wow. I agree. And I appreciate you so much. This has been amazing.
Thank you. You've been amazing. You've been so patient. I think you were upset with me for a moment because, and that was right around the time that I was struggling, that I was sick, and I didn't, and for whatever reason, my something wasn't working right, and Dawn was like, "Well, are you going to show up today?" And I'm like, "I'm not trying to dish you. I promise you." And so I want to thank you for being patient and being persistent and never giving up on me, and that means a lot. That means a lot, because sometimes you can do and feel like people don't appreciate you, or that they forget about the gifts that you have. And Dawn, you never gave up on me.
Nope, because when God tell me this is what you got to happen, this is what has to happen. So
thank you. Thank you so much. And there's been somebody else who reached out to me. Some of you have reached out to me and asked me to come and visit you. And I promise you, I have not forgot about you, and you're in my prayers. And I'm just trying to catch my breath, but I will be there. I'm coming to see you. I promise.
Yes, this is amazing. Well, thank you. As I tell all my guests, I really appreciate it. I am just really, really thankful, because our time is precious. We don't get it back, but I believe it's well spent talking with me, and sharing with the world. Because I'm just very appreciative. To my listeners, thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for being patient, because we did start this segment a little bit, this live late. But my listeners and my viewers, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to Wisdom Soul, girl. I'm gonna get my plans together, because I got to come see this set.
Yes, ma'am.
I have some things to do. I see when I get home.
Fill up the house. Make sure that when I say, "Hey, y'all, I need this much." I need this much for me and my band to show up. But please come through and support. It's free. I didn't mention that. Sunday night is free, but bring your pocketbooks, because the food is amazing. Food is amazing. The shrimp and grits, the lamb chops. So
girl,
you come and indulge and treat yourself. Treat yourself, mind, body, and spirit.
That is amazing. Well, ma'am, I thank you. Your life has just so blessed me. Like, seriously, I needed this. This was like recitation for me. This is like resuscitation. Seriously, at this time in my life right now. Man, that's all I could say. Blessings to you. And you'll be seeing me. I'm coming out to visit. And
I appreciate it.
I'll be in touch though. Because you might need some helping hands, whatever. That's what I like to do. I like to serve. That's always. I'm always gonna like being in the background.
We need each other. We need each other, definitely.
Yes. So blessings to you, my Resilience family. I thank you all again for tuning in, guys. Thank you for subscribing and liking. Please share. Somebody needs to hear this word. You really, really, really do. As always, stay safe, stay well, and stay resilient, guys. Love you.
That's great.